Why is it that many of Nigerian students always run down to Ghana for their university education? Is this because Nigerian universities are nothing to write home about, or is there something Nigerian students in Ghana are not telling us? This will be discussing in this video. You're welcome to my channel. I'm Delicious Army. Here I talk Ghana, I talk Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, and all the issues relating to them. So I did this video talking about KNUST University in Kumasi, Accra, Ghana, and a lot of people have been telling me, oh, talk more on, Ghanaian universities. Some even told me to talk about University of Ghana, Legon. But that video is coming up very soon. But I've just been asking myself, because I've been seeing a lot of videos from Nigerians, who live in Ghana. And when you ask them, what are you doing in Ghana? Many of them said they came there for their university education. And I had to just sit down and look at the both countries. Why are many Nigerians going to Ghana for their university education? Then I came to these conclusions. So feel free to also drop your own opinions in the comment section. Why do you think many Nigerians go to Ghana for their university education? Now, let me quickly say this. Nigerians go all around the world, all parts of the world for their university educations. Go and check the UK. The UK has majority of Nigerian students. Check the US, Canada. So it's not only Nigerians that go all around the world to study. Let me quickly put that disclaimer out there. Yes, so I feel that the major reason why Nigerian students are going to Ghana to study is because of the, let's say, the poor funding Nigerian universities receive. Yes, let me explain that. There is this thing called strike in Nigerian universities. There was this strike that went on for almost 8 months. It was like the longest we have ever recorded in Nigerian institutions. It was that bad that courses of 4 years, you end up staying 6 years, you end up staying 7 years, and before you end up graduating. So the funding from the government, to these universities, especially the public universities, because the private universities never encounter strikes, only the public ones. And it became that bad that strike became synonymous with Nigerian public universities. Let me be putting that emphasis, public universities. So many Nigerian students that were tired of spending 6 years for a 4-year course, 7 years for a 4-year course, started looking for other alternatives. Many of them, well, let's say some of them, could not afford going to the diaspora, which is the UK, which is the US, which is Canada. They chose Ghana because Ghana is like the cheapest when it comes to the other universities. I'm talking about the UK, the US. The amount it will cost them to go study in the UK and the US, it's nothing compared to what they will spend if they are to attend a Ghanaian university. Although with this recent administration that has removed subsidy from education is no longer subsidized to an extent, the numbers of strike, or the numbers of times the Nigerian public universities have gone on strike have drastically reduced. I have to be sincere with you. Yes. So I was also thinking that, why would you want to go to Ghana and, study when you know that in Ghana universities, or let's say Ghanaian universities, they pay more compared to Nigerian universities. So let me tell you, before the government stopped removing subsidy on education in Nigeria, Nigerian educational system is very cheap. I'm not even going to use the word affordable. It is cheap. University of Lagos, which is UNI, was paying as low as 35,000 naira as school fees. Yes. Convert 35,000 naira to Ghanaian currency. 35,000 naira. Before this recent government came, they stopped subsidizing education to an extent before it then shoot up. Even this recent number, the school fees has shoot up, it cannot still be compared to what Nigerians are paying in Ghana. That was why I said, first of all, the strikes. Number two, getting admission into Nigerian universities, especially the public universities, is very difficult. In Nigeria, you're going to write WAEC, and you must pass the 5 major subjects. Not just that, you will write JAM, and there are certain cutoff marks. The university you're applying into, you need to pass before they even grant you admission. And before they even grant you that admission, you still need to write post-UME. So it's like you're going through 3 hurdles. You write WAEC, you have to pass the WAEC. You write JAM, you need to get a certain cutoff mark. Then you will not write post-UME. You still need to get a certain cutoff mark on the post-UME before you be considered for admission. But it's not that way in Ghana. So long as you pass your WAEC and you get other requirements, you're good to go. Just pay your money as an international student and you start studying. But it's not the same in Nigeria. You will write exams and write exams and write exams, and you have to pass. If not, nothing for you. And not just that, another reason why Nigerians, go to study in Ghana is because, like I said earlier, the cost is not as much as, when you want to go to the diaspora or when you want to go to other countries in in Europe. Yes. So I've always seen many of my friends say, oh, I'm going to Cotonou to study, I'm going to Benin, I'm going to Ghana. So Ghana is like, okay, Ghana is nearby, it's close to Nigeria, it's just one flight. I won't spend that much. If I'm going to spend 50,000 pounds to study in the UK, okay, I won't spend up to 10,000 pounds to study in the UK in Ghana. I won't even spend up to 5,000 pounds. So let me consider, Ghana. And it's not that all Nigerian universities are not good, or the lecturers don't know what they're doing, or the standard of education is low. The major challenge Nigerian universities are having is that lack of funding. If the government can do better and fund the Nigerian universities better, trust me, we'll have better graduates. Yes. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because despite the low funding the Nigerian universities get, the public universities, the lecturers are still trying their best. The quality of graduates Nigeria is producing, I'll say it has reduced to an extent, but at least the universities are still giving the best they can give. So now imagine the government is funding the universities the way they are supposed to fund it. You will now imagine the quality of graduates that those universities will be providing. Yes, Nigerian private universities are very, very expensive, because I've heard people say, oh, why is it that instead of Nigerians traveling out of the country, why don't they consider the Nigerian private universities? They don't consider those universities, many of them, because they are very expensive. If you want to study in a Nigerian private university as at 2024, you should budget 10 to 15 million naira just for a semester. Who has such money? Especially if you know that you're from a middle class family or a poor income family. So it's more of the richer people, or like I say the average people in Nigeria, that can afford private universities. That's why it looks like some of them will just consider, oh, I think Ghana will be better. Actually, I heard there are some universities in Ghana that, they accept international students and their fees are not that high. It is considerable. It is in that standard range. And I'll also say the standard of education in Ghana is also very, very good. Why? Because their government is really doing what they're supposed to do. They are funding it. Their maintenance culture is very, very good. The lecturers are being paid. You will hardly hear things like, oh, there are strikes. And even if they want to go to strike, which it has been in a while, they don't do it when students are in section. These are things that hardly happen in Nigerian universities. So these are the things that people consider and say, okay, I think I should go to Ghana. The standard of education there is fine, is okay. The maintenance culture is good. So why am I, stressing myself? Why will I want to stay back when I know that I might end up studying a 6-year course, for 10 years? But hopefully with this new administration, we've not heard so much of strike. Maybe because the education is no longer as subsidized as before. But hopefully going on strikes in Nigerian universities will become a thing of the past with time. Yes, in the comment section, let me know, why do you think Nigerians always troop to Ghana for their education? Mind you, like I said earlier, Nigerians do not only go to Ghana, they go all around the world for better education. That's all I have for you in this video. Do all by liking the video. I'm Delicious Army. Here I talk Ghana, I talk Nigeria, I talk South Africa, Kenya, and all the issues related to them. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye bye.